NAVI in their way. Let's see how they make this composition look. Let's see if they can make it look convincing enough. Already a nice little pop flash, but a lovely slow down of things there. And actually, I think that was a bit of a rough stun coming through, but still a little bit of a trade back and forth. And the 3-2 end result until the swing. I mean, that pop flash was fantastic, but MiniBoo laboured, sure. But 3 in the round. God, the bar is high.
16 HP left.
Yeah, I guess the cross is available, right? You'd have to go into the very little room for error. So with the plant in place, MiniBoo puts a little bit more pressure on NAVI. Now, I quite like this though, at least going to deny some adjustment in the post plant, but obviously this is blind assumptions from NAVI working their way back in.
Needs the first 4-3 in this situation.
Oh yeah.
MiniBoo wants to convert this. Like I said, it will be an ace. Unorthodox plant for him as well.
Yeah, this position, even the box spam at this point, I'm so concerned, but the first has to be perfect. A chance! Oh. Well. I can't recover from that. I mean, it felt like they got caught.
Filu's in no man's land.
Yeah, it was caught in between a weird idea, right? Now, I quite like this stall again, buys a couple of seconds for rotation, but there's the value of the Vice utility, at least, slowing things down here, allowing...
Side. All 3 members of NAVI and... Well, at least here, bait out the wall. And bait a peek out of Hero on the other side.
I still quite like what chloric's doing, but now I feel like it's a touch too behind the curve. And if it's not overthought, this should be simple stuff for Liquid. Ruxic does get a recovered rifle.
30 seconds
no one's
left.
Quite watching this yet.
And chloric's going to have a ton of space to play into here. Nats is watching this angle, but actually bested here.
Potentially a mini-map moment. It didn't look like Nats even got a shot back in that. Oh, Wayne, so close. Now you got to look towards seeing what Ruxic's doing. The flash good, going to confirm attendance towards short side of things. But Ruxic needs to be the one to kind of, I guess, shoulder a great deal of this. Has to go through the motions. A little bit of chip, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, tag onto Wayne.
Yeah, fantastic. Again, going to have to get the heal going. Any more is really big damage, and Ruxic could apply some pressure.
Poison's off.
Still, the post plant should be solid. I mean, Wayne, I imagine, does have the molly, and it's fine. Camo.
Come back looking to get aggressive here on short behind this wall. It might just be. But that's so much closer than last time I saw it.
We're going to have to get VAR on that. We'll get the replay team to get it going. Going to shoulder up nice and close, but lovely spacing. That's what I love seeing here. Fundamental work from Nats, really, really solid. Not going to waste that ult coming through. Takes the space, takes the player. They've had a pick basically on both sides of the map. And it's both aggressive positions coming out from the NAVI side, not really allowing Hero to shine in this. Too far back to have much of a real say of things. Because that side control is going to be theirs. They've already pulled that rotation.
Yeah.
This is simple stuff.
Nats has already got the benefit of timing here. We'll find a kill to boot.
From Liquid. I mean, camo on these entries has been...
Lucky invested, upgraded pistols. Comeback does have a shield, so... Well, though, that's the better of Nats on the first one.
Yeah, still pretty solid. If Ruxic gets play, then this could be something special from Ruxic. Taking down camo as well. Lovely stun from comeback. And of course, you're going to invest that ult now. Seems so much more valid at this point as Purpo kind of wanted to challenge by the wall, make sure they commit fully. It's not just going to be wasted and cleared for free. So at this point, I do think they have got at least a bit of information. Those Seekers look a little confused as to where to go, but they did get to work. Yeah. But I think, if anything, even though just 2, maybe 3 players at most were here, it is going to indicate the bulk of the forces are coming this way. Ruxic already falling into NAVI. In this hold gets weakened drastically. I'm looking towards comeback. I'm looking towards chloric to try and play this right. Right, a pinch out of nowhere.
They still know that Showers is unchecked.
30 seconds.
Who should be on that? He is. Checkmate, easy work for him. Comeback's position becomes irrelevant. And the other first stepping stone there, you could see it in the post-plant statistic on the screen for just a second, up in the 70% once they get to it.
Looking to challenge towards this position.
I quite like the versatility so far.
Oh my god, it's Nats with the op though.
Potentially next on the block, but you've got to feel like the judge should be pretty well equipped at handling pressure, even with the Seekers, even with all that util.
Ruxic's taking the TP though.
Okay.
They have a good understanding of what the setup was on A. With that TP sound, Liquid know they can quick pivot.
That's a lovely call. Lovely mid-rounding on that. They found the weak spot. Even at this 4v4, they found a completely absconded site. Plant now in play. Liquid with 4 up. And look at this deeper work coming out from Nats here. Camo sent further forward, and the statistic up to the 70s.
Behind the pit even. Looking to go hunting. He's only 2 away from the ultimate once more. Doesn't necessarily need the op, but he can potentially find a kill.
Now you look towards Nats. Does he get potentially a pick here, something to play with? Navi have to play incredibly. Oh my god! Oh, you're kidding me! You're
my
kidding
god!
Me. You're absolutely kidding
he saw the rifle, saw the operator stick out there. He must have done.
Surely you're not gonna be. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see it from his POV because Camo, Wayne, and MiniBoo now up against it numerically, even further with that as Camo falls. First time they hadn't been given those opportunities, those play-ins later into the round. Great
What
positioning.
Nats is doing, right? And this perfect example here, they just wait, think, there we go.
What's that then?
No more.
Of course it's that skin as well. It's the dragon skin. Q's given away towards long here. Still going to try and stick this landing. Orbital strike invested here, feeling good for the first. Purpo trades out.
Yeah, but Nats again finds comeback. It's that little value he finds to create security, potentially for this post plant. In an even 3v3, you look towards the ults here as well, though. That at least sits with NAVI. Can Ruxic or potentially Hiro find an opportunity?
Look how far Nats away is. He's not going to be affected by the ult if they do invest it.
Oh, let's see. Gonna have to cause some level of movement here. Wayne, no molly, unless that's already been sent through. That's as well, util burnt somewhat here, so down to the really thinner things. An opportunity calling, Nats denying, two in the round.
Was that a headshot, chloric?
Yeah, we're going to have to watch that one back. He goes bounding in. It's now on Wayne in a 1v2. On the spike. Oh, position just might be the end of it, not guessing. Can't get it right here. Ruxic. He went off the defuse. He could have sat it on that one, but he's got the job done in the end. It's a little close to play with. Going to opt to try and clear through long, and you could already see that Navi want none of that. Chloric could be... a little close. Oh! The catch from the ult. That is foul.
The perfect counter. Camo removed it.
That's so sick.
Liquid have slipped the net, though. Not sure if anybody's noted up towards site here. Hiro and Ruxic still on task, though. Well, hang on. They've swapped places.
Oh, MiniBoo just got Hiro. Quick trade for Ruxic. This is getting a bit sketchy here. I'm surprised he's still alive. But he's how has he threaded that needle? I thought there was support here. I thought Wayne was with him. Left alone. Caught off guard, sure, because I probably didn't expect to be baiting his teammate. But for Wayne, I guess he was already expecting maybe a plant or security on the site at that point. But Nat's now taking the longer way around. But Filu's timing.
Could be heard.
Nats.
Nats is looking this way.
Nats.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, that's all good. All good in the end. A little risky, but Wayne now 1v3.
Tap onto the spike here. Only 20 seconds left to play with, so unless somebody overpeaks on this first tap, it's going to be difficult now. Still one disconnected from this. Catching the stun here from comeback.
It doesn't feel good. Go on, Wayne. Hit a worldy shot.
You've seen a Wayne clutch in a while.
I feel like it was kind of won and lost there. Oh, you got me back. You lost a little bit of a stack towards that B site. Aggression through showers, but it just really hinges also on Hiro playing his life well enough here. And he's... Ooh, I thought he had MiniBoo on that one as well, but by now, surely the plan's kind of understood, right? You've got pressure down B long. I'm surprised he didn't rotate earlier towards B. Maybe aware of a lurk. There's still Nats around. Of course, he could be anywhere at this point. But you look at the way the map is, Navi have a good sort of space-taking approach in this. It doesn't leave much for Liquid to feel secure about, but at this point, Liquid probably happy enough with the site.
The plant here to Purpo.
Spike planted.
And still got a molly for Wayne. Come back, like I said, the awareness is going to be there.
Yeah.
A clearance through showers. The second player on this flank to pressure towards Wayne, though.
Timing has to be on the money, in my mind, if Navi want to make this look threatening. It's great to be able to get these sort of unorthodox positions, but if Nats' attention is purely focused on you, you probably would have won it. But actually, Ruxic perfectly fine in that one. Shoulders it well, takes the longer route. Does he expect the additional body out the back? That's going to be Wayne there. Purpo handles it. NAVI clearing house. Wayne last one alive, and he can't really challenge on that defuse happening. Impact, you've got to keep that in mind. This man is a bit of a gunner. And early ult, early pressure. Camo going to get the first, though. This has been a good indicator for the Liquid side and getting these sites under control. And then you look at that Nats layering, punishing those rotations. What was working earlier?
We held here outside long for the time being. Still a couple of players to overcome. And stacked up here. I mean, comeback's got to judge up close and personal here.
Oh, no.
Actually take a little bit of damage there from the wall.
Ooh.
I've got your trail.
And the Seeker on top. Ah, the timing, man. Just got a little greedy. Wanted it all. Wanted the stun to work out. He's got his boys on the site, and Ruxic handles it with ease. Lovely synergy, lovely work on the utility, but still, they've got it back down to the 3-piece, but you've got to look on the other side of the map. You've got to expect that
That's
there's
the
been
catch.
a bit of pressure, and here's the almost anti-lurk right on the other side of things, but that's better. NAVI starting to put together the pieces. Purple one way now, it becomes predictable and readable. They have a passive and a well-positioned hold from Hero, and the other two can just slowly make their way closer. Still, util to clear. There's going to be the peak. It's
30
Purple
seconds
looked
left.
confused how to deal with a
Spike
Vice,
down
but I
A.
guess he had to at 25 seconds, but I'd like to see them go together. Wayne now going to try and pick up the pieces, but he's the only one left.
And exactly the sort of situation I was talking about earlier. Going unchecked this long, late round, that utility pays off massively. Ruxic
Spike planted.
should catch Wayne before he can fully reset here. It'll be 55% on the defense. Definitely not out of the woods just yet for NAVI.
No, they've still got their work cut out, and the map is getting smaller whether they know it or not. Luckily, NAVI moving at a decent enough pace to be able to take towards side, but who's giving
They're here so early.
eyes to this? I think Hero took a very quick glance, but I mean, it is just a quick glance.
Planted.
That's better though. Takes a second look, invests utility. Purpo is going to be cleared. He was the one real player on that CT side. There is the additional body of Nats over towards Heaven, but at this point, you're kind of looking at what Wayne and Camo can do, and how dare I take my eyes off Nats, I guess. 3v3, and Liquid have cleared front sight, so pretty indicative of where these remaining players
Look
reside.
at the plan.
But yeah, you're right. It is. Oh, and I think Hero just, again, that reposition, making it uncomfortable, but the defuse is going to be the problem that they couldn't.
Oh, still the remnants of that purchase
Scout
on
destroyed.
display here from Liquid. But it is only two Bulldogs. Going to try and have to make some moves to capitalize on this at a disadvantage. MiniBoo will do just that. Ruxic found comfortably here. Hero noted as well. You don't want to overstay your welcome. Camo's charging you down.
Yeah, I just think he was just out of that sound sort of area where he couldn't quite hear it. Wayne up close, so this time trying to shoulder up much better. Lovely
down,
individual read.
100% win rate on Neon. We're going to carry that into Santiago. We're going to be crazy and get in their faces. Didn't see it in Santiago, and they kind of drifted away from that. This is the sort of round you'd expect to see with that approach. As they felt a bit bullied in some matchups that, with the approach they'd adopted, I felt like they should have fared a bit better. And it wasn't down to, I mean, MiniBoo struggled numerically, but I don't think his performance was any worse.
No, I think when I look at Liquid, it has been the idea.
MiniBoo on an island. At least deals with the dog.
Being a bit,
There's the lurk gone.
I'm just a little bit scared for MiniBoo as being, I don't want to say aggressive going for that jump spot, but it's a risky look. Trying to sort things out, maybe just trying to posture that he's, you know, more than what's there.
He
but
was so close to getting out there
I
as
thought he
well.
might have, but he's still got a shorty. Speaking of shorties, I thought come back had that, but Camo did pop the ult, and now it gets a little chaotic. Zeke's coming in, just about every ult can be invested, but a little bit of a blind shot there from chloric, but MiniBoo on the clean up.
Scenario for sure, but
That's how I imagine myself, and it's such a lie. I'm like, the 7 I get, though, are really good. This time, Comeback's actually got things started, so... stop it! There's normally, like, there's this thing, you know...
what he gets is valuable.
They're really
It's the
valuable,
old pop from Comeback.
How's he done that? Was it... did he see him? Was it just on the spot? Was it just on the audio? I don't really care. It was nice. There's been a lot of those of how's he done it. MiniBoo's completely outdone Filu on the back line, so definitely won't expect Purpo here as well. Hero is being baited in. Hook line and...
Hook line and got both of them.
Yeah, he got off the line. Hero somehow still standing. Nats once again asked to do pretty much unthinkable things, which he seems to be able to do all the damn time. But Ruxic looking for chances. And this time, for now though, you can see the NAVI have been given a little bit of a clear-cut avenue in towards the A site. The problem is that Liquid are going to be aware of that. They're standing just outside of it. And Camo there to support. The second that MiniBoo backed away, he was there to backfill the space. It was perfect. Now MiniBoo invested the ult. Feels a little kind of fruitless at this point, but as it stands, they hold the site.
Able to stop that from developing immediately. Filu now stuck in a weird spot. Spike in hand for him. Relying ultimately on chloric to do the heavy lifting here, because Hero still looking elsewhere, expecting a flank to come through because of the conditioning here from Team Liquid. Well, he's right.
He certainly... Oh, Hero.
Good catch on MiniBoo.
I was like, well, you're probably not going to be able to do that more than once. Hero's up for a go for it, apparently.
Surprised not to see some aggression
30 seconds
onto the
left.
spike tap there. Maybe just a slower reaction or waiting still to take advantage of the head count here.
happy enough to wait for him to try and back. I mean, you can see why. Camo is such a sick aimer, honestly, and they found the other player, right? They found at least one more. chloric now noted. Hiro would have been considered too. Camo's on an absolute tear. Oh, that was an ambitious comeback. At least sets up for a trade. And Ruxic's, yeah,
brute force
you're not
here.
meant to get two on that either. Like, I'll give you one on the trade, but the second is wild to be given. But with Camo still alive and his aim being as sharp as it is, my eyes are still on this round. Not going to come in.
Here.
4 players,
Spike
though,
planted.
to the good for NAVI. MiniBoo quick to the case, however, and not been checked on.
Hero's looking elsewhere.
Yet. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh!
It's a nightmare coming to life here. chloric having to fight for some space. Pops the Seekers, desperate for some security. As MiniBoo's taken side control, Wayne by side, does outdo chloric, and MiniBoo's there.
So Liquid should have a good idea of what's coming.
Nice ult. That could be pretty tough stuff for MiniBoo. I imagine still has a shorty, but gonna get himself out of there. Wayne's still sitting pretty, comes back around. And
Spike
Liquid still
down,
dropping more bodies than they're losing. MiniBoo's back in action. Camo caught on the flash here, still standing on 6 HP.
One
Goes
enemy
back in for
remaining.
more, sets up the trade.
Well, they take here towards ramp, come back, and Filu to lead the charge here. MiniBoo has backed away. Oh, the next obstacle here, MiniBoo looking to go aggressive.
Okay, that felt a little bit desperate at the point of no return, as Wayne should be dead, but he's still standing.
Looks like Filu looking
Oh.
to transition into vents
Oh,
here.
no.
Camo ready and waiting though. Freebie on the first.
Ooh.
Ruxic will find the trade.
Okay, we're still in it. As
All the meanwhile, the spike has transitioned onto B.
Purpo's just kind of near, but what's he
Spike
meant to do at this
planted.
point? Wait. Call for assistance as Wayne is on the way, but there's an issue. There's a Ruxic. Oh.
First few go missed
Oh.
there, and I'm
It's always the
worried for a
hardest one,
second.
though, man. It's always the hardest one when they're just like backs turned to you. Okay, 2v2, post plant. Purpo's got great kit to actually play with here, but also then you still got Hiro ready in a post plant, right? That's kind of layers on layers here, and it gets kind of difficult. chloric gonna be noted. Not particularly backing
One
away
enemy
either.
remaining.
Actually, Hiro's the one to find the shot towards heaven, leaving Wayne in the 1v2.
One enemy
And,
remaining.
chloric did just run at him with his knife out, I'm pretty sure there. Luckily, he's got Hiro. to
Judge
save-
back in hand for comeback, and the Bulldog and 2
Oh.
rifles. MiniBoo able to negate the near sight here, punish comeback. An early push into
Sight,
ramp.
make them work a little bit harder. Have to re-clear the space with a
30
little bit of
seconds
haste to the steps and a pivot, perhaps? Building off the blind steps that Hiro's taking. This site is not clear. There's still 2 players here, one on pillar, one CT, and Camo in the off angle, just playing on his aim. And why not when you land shots
Spike
like that?
down,
The
B.
second sublime, as Ruxic and Filu still have the issue of finding Wayne.
10 seconds left.
Oh, I mean, fortune favors Ruxic in this instance, as Wayne gets denied, but he's left on 6 HP.
Yes, Filu that has to do the heavy lifting here. Nats nearly catching the spam. Now tagged up, going to try and TP back across to try and get to safety here. Ruxic has to find a kill, and he does.
Really nice double swing actually from NAVI, making the most of a bad situation, trying to play the odds here, but Filu has to then go above, right? He's got to over-deliver, and he's on for it. He's absolutely
Doesn't
on.
connect though.
I look like it went off mid-air more than anything, but comeback does get the shot on Nats there. And they're just willing to brawl out middle. Navi's coming out the better of this one. Wayne could stop this though. Oh, that was messy. Gets overrun, and Navi should have sight here.
And somehow, some way, still get the benefit onto B site, and we'll get the plant here. Camo tries to get cheeky through the smoke.
Planted.
Let's send the nade out. Force Filu back, but by a bit more time for somebody else to provide some support here.
As it stands, got to be careful. Got to show some presence, but can't get overrun.
Hiro looking to go all the way
dear.
into this here.
Hiro, you're mad. Look how deep that goes. He bounds forward. He wants all the space, and comeback follows it up. That's synergy. That's full faith in your teammate for clearing that space off the ult. And Navi had a plan in mind.
Now will be another early
Spike
plant from
planted.
Navi on the A site. Liquid, a man down. No ultimates to invest here. Gonna need a miracle to turn this one around. And Ruxic immediately squashing that hope, finding 2 kills. Will be a third for him. Wayne will fall, and it's just Purpo left.
They looking on for this. Again, loving the pace change, super aggressive, confident afterwards. A brutal second half. Wayne with a miracle of a shot through the smoke. And they actually hold on to the
the
front
other side of
line.
the map and might just catch a low HP hero.
But imagine, Hero's looking, but the time...
Oh no.
This is awful.
Hero gets the kill.
Oh, Hero gets the kill!
Here.
For NAVI to get to work. That's the reposition here. Put a pit down on A site. He will be the solo anchor here. Great coverage on the pit.
30 seconds left.
Yeah.
But he's got a bit of company headed his way. Still no second body from Liquid over this side of the map.
I'm scared. I don't know. Like, it's Nats, right? Safe pair of hands, backbone of the team. Yeah, he's that's a shorty, so what does it matter? 8 seconds only to plant. Gonna have to just commit at this point, and Hero's on 10 HP.
Now if he gets a second.
Oh, no, it's
yeah,
camo.
yeah.
It's camo. We're all right. Camo can shoot. I tell you, we saw map 1. Ruxic's had a couple threes, though. He's had a couple rounds.
Poison orb emitting.
Well, if he got one, then I might have been on board. Yeah, they put air on. Great speeches by Nats. Speaking of Nats, he's dead to rights. Come back.
Reload as well.
Really on it, but Camo up for the fight. Going to take the space back here, but look at the HP. Going to be put under pressure.
B main once more.
All the info you really need. Should be able to layer the utility enough to hinder the scale up. Obviously, Filu can make it through. Second layer. Camo. You are a lucky boy there. That fell on a knife's edge, but Filu's actually caught Wayne, so sight does swing into the hands of NAVI.
Showstopper here for Camo, though. Post into the pit, potentially, on the audio cue.
I don't want to plant the spike. And it doesn't land.
30 seconds left.
Good discipline coming up from NAVI there, just to pause for a second.
He looks so far forward as well.
Look at Purple as well.
Planted.
Haunt, Seize, and Prowler still ready to be played. He should be able to kind of negate this pit somewhat.
Difficult though. Ruxic playing up close and personal. MiniBoo catches a bit of spam down to 8 HP now.
Okay, well there goes the Prowler. Haunt's still there. Haunt's not going to find much. It feels like it's indicative, but it's not. chloric can still play this corner. MiniBoo's done okay to find Filu, but the time's starting to tick here. Ruxic's still going to be holding this pit. And again, MiniBoo's so low, but
got
still
another spam.
Found another. Ruxic now becomes a bit more readable.
Be a little more fortunate in some of these situations. Liquid can pin their hopes to that. Nightfall sent in. Unaffected here is MiniBoo. Does find the kill.
Yeah, come back on a real solo mission there. MiniBoo able to sit on that slightly deeper off angle and just gets rewarded. There's a lot of bodies up on this though. Camo takes a curious glance and takes Ruxic down. So again, control over towards ramp. They're starting to figure this out as Hiro and chloric might get a favourable fight on B, but...
It relies on Wayne once more. Judge in hand this time. Does have a divide, so probably backing away here to wait for some reinforcements. Maybe catch a player capitalising on a deeper position. It's not going to be chloric though. He has to plant.
Hiro doesn't look all that interested.
Spike planted. Bring them.
We're hoping for the best, aren't we? Maybe we're going to pop the ult here. I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen much success with the ult, just even to this point in this match, but again, happy to try and clear close. Hiro going to shift a little closer forward. chloric gets cleared over towards rafters. It's lovely. Liquid on the same page, finally showing up.
In here today, so.
Squeaking.
Yeah.
All right, NAVI, timeout. What were we up to? Well, here comes the TP, and he does have spike. Excuse me?
There was a plan around Filu's TP. It was indeed a plan around Filu's TP.
How do we think that one went?
Well, we're about to find out here, as there's still 3 players for NAVI to try and recover this. Plenty of bodies from Liquid, though.
Yep, because they have the spike, I believe, actually, on the site.
It's fairly safe where it is.
You can't be doing this to me on my first day back. You can't. Oh, it's actually tragic to witness.
Well, actually,
No.
I think that was solidified in Santiago as well. Oh, not solidified. There was this execute up into heaven for Liquid, though. chloric and Ruxic dismantling it with ease.
Does Valorant always look like this?
Margin for error is very small. Speaking of, though, well, the inevitable looks like it might just happen.
Hey! Found him. Gonna need a little assistance as they do path up towards heaven. Trying to find just a corner to play from. He does have help on this side of the map too. But again, look at the buy. It's still not gonna be a full purchase, so it's gonna be hard to make this count. chloric kind of picking up the position to be expected. So imagine it gets cleared, but does it play in comeback? No. MiniBoo better. Site now secure, and the plant should be next on the cards.
Yeah, the point at which he has to back into side with the judge makes it even harder to really
Spike
find the
planted.
upper hand in that sort of engagement. Now with just 2 SMGs to try and fight back into rifles here outside of MiniBoo. Tough one for NAVI to crack open. There's one player to find, but unfortunately, it's the worst one to be up close and personal here for NAVI.
It's probably not the one you'd want. If you could have picked. I think he's going to get a chance to farm here.
One enemy remaining.
Camo's at it.
It's 5-round deficit.
Fancy having a go at Nats here, who is going to be behind the curve, and he's dead and buried. Comeback ensuring it as well, but MiniBoo wants to respond in kind. Takes over heaven and considered chasing down the stairs, but it's better of it as Hero makes light work of Wayne. It was individual attempts here. Does get overwhelmed from heaven, but still, looking at this now, it is a 4v3.
Spike finally making its way onto site here. Purpo will plant.
Spike planted.
Man advantage here for NAVI. So the retake success sitting at around 32% here. Could make an improvement, but Camo has his own thing to say about that. Nade to send in behind here will mitigate the paranoia.
Commanding a lot of spaces, Camo. I think Ruxic.
One enemy remaining.
Camo, so good for it. And Purpo's been one of the main stories, but he can't do it all. Holding towards ramp, just need to be called out that heaven is open, and they've probably taken that space, which they have. So Liquid going to get the first step here. chloric trying to slow the roll, but you can't escape the inevitable. As Camo going to claim sight, comeback, still standing. How is he alive? I don't know how he was breathing for that long. Luckily, Nats is in the game
One
now.
enemy remaining.
Well,
She made this round his
said
own.
that, yeah. A third to find. Will potentially get the pit here if he can clean up the final member of NAVI being Hero. He had some investment in the first half for NAVI.
Yeah, Ruxic caught in no man's land. Can't quite get closed down on. Ruxic still breathing, and MiniBoo changes where he looks. And now it becomes a bit predictable here. Hero looks dead to rights. He is melted in a second, and Liquid starting to scale well. I was going to say, Nats is kind of giving them 2 rounds. This could be a third potentially at this point. It's 5v3. They're going to get the plant. I don't know what's going to stop them.
Bit more decisive here in the approach, for sure, from Liquid. It's probably going to make the decision for NAVI. Be 5 left standing, which is crucial again to bolster this financial buffer they have established. Nats on the hunt though. Wants to remove some of this weaponry first to be comeback. Second to be chloric.
Sorry, what just happened to Nats? He's had like 3 rounds back to back, getting
keep on
3
keeping on, man. It's part of the plan.
If we start losing, I'll get us 3. Don't worry.
I will find 3 rounds where I'm finding multi-kills. Don't sweat it, guys.
Just keep on.
Feeling noted now, at least. It's. I mean, that's as good as a death sentence, really. Individual swings here.
Well, if they can pressure middle enough that they get mailroom and a little bit of posturing up towards heaven.
Like I said, do find that space in mid now. MiniBoo at least creates a bit of an audio cue in towards vents here. Now can capitalize on the back of this pit.
Yeah, creeping out, scaling up. Hero going to invest ult. Good idea as well. 28 seconds. He's kind of trying to dodge every piece of utility coming his way. He's actually managed it
Both
mostly.
revealed.
Just caught on the way back there. Doesn't take too much damage. Is he going in that pit? I think he absolutely is.
He's
Hero
removed that to a top.
feeling audacious. Ruxic in support, and suddenly things are going wrong with 10 seconds.
10
Can
seconds
Camo
left.
and Purpo secure anything here? 6? I don't think they can get a plant now.
No.
It's too little too late.
Oh.
Right on the wire. They can sacrifice bodies for this, and they will. Made here. And NAVI willing to be a little bit braver, a little bit bolder, but that's a risky move. MiniBoo with a judge, going to take away comeback. And that's 5 to the 4. Heaven now going to be smothered by Liquid. The main, though, still somewhat swinging into the hands of NAVI.
Oh, Hero.
So aware. And as soon as Liquid have gone back to this more traditional stuff, it feels like NAVI are able to handle it. Nats on that same sort of position, these kind of half-hearted attempts here. But NAVI actually Gonna fall at least in holding the site.
Actually, great isolation on Ruxic here. Filu, a beautiful shot onto Purpo.
No right to hit that on Purpo, but he does nonetheless. And 3v3, Hero again, just doing work. This guy wants his sight back, and he's got more up and over the line.
The approach that Liquid have said repeatedly they want to adopt. It's just going to come down to that, particularly here on the first half. Them really slowing down NAVI is going to allow Nats to find value in some of these setups.
And already working around it. Comeback suffered. Gone down, trying to take the space over towards C. Here's Nat sitting pretty deep on this A side of the map, however, just shouldering this corner. Left with a lot on his plate. If I'm not mistaken, Camo might be getting a bit closer, yet starting to lean this way. Oh, God, Camo!
So good with that pistol, man.
He's actually been so on point today. chloric could have put in a bit of a shift himself, certainly, but still, it is a 4v2. Filu,
I think they're going to get a favourable plant here. How close by both Wayne and MiniBoo are. And still got a Paranoia to play off as well.
Yeah, it should be buttoned up, unless something goes terribly wrong.
10 seconds left.
He's got a swing to play. Couple of shots for chloric. Not going to find a connection. That's with players. Purpo now noting the position for chloric. He kind of needs that to be clean.
Needed one there.
Yeah.
Filu does find Nats though.
Okay, so he can maybe turn around and help now, as they do mostly come from the same direction. Trying to split up a little bit here, try and maybe levy the time while the Paranoia's around, but chloric going to get noted. Spammed away, re-swing, can't deal with the amount. This feels so tense now. MiniBoo. Okay, he got caught a little there. That was a lovely seize, actually, just to catch him in clear close. But Wayne, feeling a little creative. Do they check on this as diligently? Maybe they're shooting it back to Wayne. No, but they still get the kill. So rewards there. We're not finding any of that smaller margin to play into. And NAVI can take the tour now.
Full run of the map here, but still trips to overcome towards B and C. First one dealt with now. Not able to do much damage on the way in here.
Oh, he's got to be on red alert, right? Comeback wants to secure it. What a shot as well. 3 in the round for the man. Clearing house. Yeah, against a bonus, but still well navigated. As the last two. Feeling more like a formality than anything. But if they can cost them some of these weapons, keep them honest, that'd be a lovely outcome. For Nats, actually might find Ruxic, which if anything, probably the target you'd want to find HP-wise. Camo, a little bit of a tougher spot. So let's see if Nats can do anything about Ruxic here, or if he does get to keep this gun, trying to tuck it in deeper. Nats does find him. Okay, so that's a rifle lost. Any more gets problematic. You can see the timing on the swing from Camo, not be able to capitalize. Nats now trying.
Rifle. NAVI actually looking to just find very early access into B. Ahead of the util as well.
Everything. And actually still dies. That's the unfortunate factor, but the way that they've somehow managed to keep that in check while he's dodged everything in his way is wild. And look at the map. MiniBoo is en route. That's an easy catch for him. Liquid, I don't get it, man.
Capitalising off the info here from the north.
Door stuck, door stuck, door stuck!
No!
Ruxic in a 1v. Well, it was 5, now 4. Got 4 more kills to get.
Well, Liquid have to feed into this. With where the spike is, it would take...
A little bit obtuse for him. Let's thin that down a little. MiniBoo going to take the attention initially and the Paranoia, but Hero's quick to this. Maybe a little too quick. They had no idea. A sharp shot and comeback following up. Hero in succession. It's all there for them. A very simplistic but great burst on the site.
NAVI just disrespecting that.
Spike planted.
Hero want to really brute force his way forwards. Posted here, will catch Purpo as well. On for 4 if Nats can do anything to have a say in the matter. Well, we'll find the first here, but tagged up and noted. Position now.
Get that Paranoia just right. Allowed for the swing. He's a bit behind. That's messy. Not good enough there from Wayne. Gets outdone completely by comeback. So now Camo put in an unwinnable position. Overwhelmed. And MiniBoo's only got a stinger.
You would have expected MiniBoo to want to benefit off it. Hang on.
Oh, come off it.
It's just caught a Hero. No damage done to him. Filu does get the trade.
In a clear sight. Now, Purpo's been one of those players who's caught our eye. A quieter series overall from him, sure, but Nat's still breathing. You keep my attention a little bit. 2v3 isn't impossible when he's still alive. Purpo out of util, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's only really Filu that's taken any damage, and it's not much, if anything. Certainly doesn't make it any easier on the way back onto this A site.
Player standing.
Comeback's going to find a freebie. Nats now forced to wait this one out.
And I think for me, just it feels like Wayne's not really hitting his comfort zone at the moment. Like timings-wise, he just feels a little bit out of sorts. And it's also that factor scrim time and how much of Liquid put into this map. It's obviously not been in their wheelhouse for a long time.
Oh my god.
No, guys. As soon as we get that check-in, we're going to find out. TP play.
Stuck.
It's not been brilliant. I wish we had the timeout comms almost for that call. But it looks direct towards site, and I think we're going to have those, a little bit of a check-in right about now.
Are close?
Yeah,
They can be sent, guys. Care.
I doggy.
Flash.
Go.
Can we double pick this?
Up.
Yeah, wait, come coming. One, two.
Upping C.
Heaven. I'll bubble him.
There's 2C.
Okay.
Right, on the rise, guys. Can we come back A? Can we come back A?
One side, you can.
Right, come back A, guys. Come back A.
If we get side, I have ult here.
Yeah, I can even ult you as well.
Camel up.
I'm just gonna walk by myself right now.
No vulnerable maybe.
Oh, now? Jag kan rotate
Yeah, only start fade A.
Hold up.
Get orb down. Get orb. They free clear from B.
Hold on.
Okay, it's clear.
I will
Left.
open door, guys.
Your part.
Cypher A.
30
Eye
seconds
backside.
left.
They can't
I'm
trust.
going here.
No,
I'm jumping. Ready?
Wait,
One.
yeah.
Outstairs.
One enemy remaining.
Stairs.
Spike down A.
My setup.
Flawless.
Not necessarily what you want to see, but on the defensive half.
Desperation? I don't know what that was.
And Purpo falls.
You were doing fine. You're doing good. Playing out of B like that? I don't know, man. Okay. This just feels messy, if I'm honest, Mike. This feels really messy.
Yeah, Navi able to just sweep this round under a ton of pressure now. Yep, Noti with the Prowler as well.
There's fear into my heart. For now, another look towards... Purpo just caught on the back pedal as well. Just a second they scale towards the site. Site's on pretty much on hand. Ruxic watching the back lines. And now has to try and complement and supplement the site itself. But I'm going to be a little bit of pressure. Okay, Camo, what is that? What?
It was so
He's
quick.
hitting today. Like, he's actually a monster to try and deal with. I don't know whether they get the round or not, but I don't want to swing Camo. I'm avoiding it at all costs.
Wow, yeah, rightfully so. Filu finds out the hard way right after that. Chloric found as well. Can lean back on what the initial approach would have been.
They've fallen for the trap.
His aim's great with a rifle, but not so much there with the showstopper.
And I was going to compliment that. I felt like they fell into the trap of understanding where Nats was putting his utility, when it was just going to be him on the A side, the double stack towards the door. But then the ult happened and we all got distracted. Purpo this time going to backpedal and find comeback. 4v4. Purpo on 15 HP, willing to stay around on that. And they look like they want to pivot. They still fancy the A site.
I mean, Liquid have transitioned away from this. They are reading as if they might go towards C. I think probably now going to get a sound cue or two. Still, at least,
Spike planted.
even in terms of the head count here in this post plant,
I
the
quite like
utility
that.
though, or lack thereof, for Liquid.
And it's Filu trying to be the big man here. And, well, he's been put to bed.
MiniBoo's so late.
Yeah, you have no right walking over from C from that long away, but still, chloric on, what, 5 HP? It's really on Ruxic here. Maybe try and help.
Player standing.
Ruxic doing his best!
We haven't seen the second half yet
Correct.
from Liquid.
Yeah, it's like we know it's not fully there yet, but to what extent, right? As you said, kind of defined by that second half for now. Scoreline's still in touch. Navi not looking any more solid either. Don't think this is just a critique of Liquid. It's just trying to find out where the chips really settle. And that's going to be forced off this. And Navi want to press the issue. Why him? Go anywhere else. If you think it might be Nats, flee from it, man. Don't run towards it. I get the idea. You want some safety. You want some space.
Well, they catch him in the seas as well. So they
Spike
just
planted.
send bodies flooding towards him.
Not enough, apparently. 3 now dead, down to Filu and Ruxic. Lovely claim on that for Filu. I like what he did there. Just getting ahead of it, trying to bring it into a manageable situation, but a 2v3 is still certainly difficult. Filu, what a shot! He was putting it down!
In the first half, but come back here. Goes forward to challenge and dealt with.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone finding kills from Liquid.
Oh, Ruxic, you're not going to live through this. 15 HP,
Smothered.
dead. Yeah, there was no way out of that. chloric, though, going to do a nice little
Spike
catch on the
down
cross, but
A.
he's the last one alive, and once they know that, treat. MiniBoo can kind of play how he feels at this point. The chloric, tough scenario, and I think he knows it. Re-smoked, and those options dwindle.
Chance here, maybe to catch somebody off guard, but with 3 left standing for Liquid, you gotta feel like they're gonna be able to convert this one. See, it won't find the spam, and it's
Really
camera.
pacey round, just to make it even harder. And, well, MiniBoo is leading the pack, but he's been sent away. chloric! What an absolute belter of a shot from him.
Catch a
So,
slide and a satchel there.
oof. Uphill now for Liquid.
Okay, I think he has a full setup.
So,
Five blocks. Regiment, motiverant. Taking from
Enemy
stairs.
remaining. Okay, it's on me the phone.
Who?
There's only, well, 2 light shields to punish. Wayne gonna have his hands full here, though. Go forward, Purple and Camo find the kills.
These two, Camo and Purpo, to me, are just such heroes on this
Finally
team.
making some progress forwards. Trying to find the wall, but it's not there.
This is where I get a little concerned. Nice slow down, but Camo, oh my god, he was around
That's
the corner.
criminal.
He's around
Criminal.
the corner.
Player
Riot
standing.
Games, we're going to have a conversation. Ruxic, it's a 1v4 for him, and he was over
Spike
on that
planted.
C site, so it's not really viable. But man, Hero, that felt unfair
That's tough.
for you. I'm on your
Because
side.
he was
I'm on
so far behind the corner.
I'm really on your side, man. That's cruelty. For
A
Liquid,
little
though,
probe sent out by Liquid. We're not there looking to commit just yet. Great catch from MiniBoo here. chloric removed in transition.
and Purpo's going to get ult now as well. So really could open up chances. Hero, I think, potentially considering that. Going to have to stall out, but do it with limited senses now. Decay still in effect too. This is going to be a tough one. He's got a second until that Prowler comes in. But by now, beheaded as Nats opens up the account. Ruxic would love to have hit that. Not going to happen.
It's the opposite of the angle that Ruxic found him earlier on. Camo this time, the benefactor. 5 left standing for Liquid. It's Filu.
Score.
39.
Yeah. So,
Big difference. And again, it varies by map on top of that for sure.
oh, hold on.
MiniBoo. Okay, come back.
Like, look, I
We'll
love
greet
Quake as
that.
well. I love CPMA, man. We're flying around the map. It's really fun. It doesn't work in this game, as chloric going to find Nats. Where did this round just come from?
Right, and then
Why-
you see really weird approaches like the
Wow.
cool be decisive. Nats doubles down on that, but completely removed. NAVI will lap this up. Purpo will find a response here, but down to 10 HP. Prowler won't catch
Ruxic.
here.
He should be on for it. Ah, it's actually not clean enough. And the problem is they actually might get bailed out after what was a horrific start
It's both
by a
ults
better
gone.
end, but you're right. Second time of asking for the plant here.
Camo, man.
is just landing shot after shot. How do they have a 2v2 after that beginning? I do not know. The plant's in play, but the HP is dreary. Camo on 37, Purpo on 10. 2 heavy hitters though. Filu, caution
waiting.
being displayed.
Find you.
One gonna go in. Doesn't clear quite deep enough to really pressure much, but Camo waiting. 2 kills already. And the pressure now turns to Navi. You've got to get a move on. And Camo is the executioner on this. And I think Purpo's played this right. And I think Filu can do nothing.
Online in this round, Nats posted up. Might just catch someone here, but how's he still alive? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ruxic.
Thank you. Everyone
Well-
say thank you to Mr. Ruxic.
We're going to have to rely on Hero going huge now.
He's good, but not that good. I don't think he could deal with all players. He'd have loved to maybe pressured Camo or caught a tag or two.
I mean, the wall slowed them down. Again, nobody's really going to be able to contest this plant.
The ult could be nice, but look how active they're getting here. Gonna have to respect it and try and back away. Is there a cubby to play in? There is. And they've got ults here. Camo can hold the line for so long.
Well, basically cancel out Hero's ultimate entirely. Would have run the clock down now. Able to actually slip back onto site and get deeper positions.
Go time. And here we go. Liquid coming out on top. Camo putting on a show today. A cut above the rest as chloric has